What up, people? It's your boy Chig from Green and Eagle Eye coming to you again with a brand new preview. This time it's the game for Arsenal are hosting West Ham in the Carabao Cup quarterfinals. And quite frankly, as I've always maintained when it comes to Arsenal, this is another cup competition, so it's a competition I want to win. I know a lot of people downplay it. Does it really matter? Is the priority this game or Liverpool? And I agree with most people. The Liverpool game is the priority game. Having said that, let's call a spade a spade. We're not going to win anything in the Premier League. We could potentially win this cup. And it is a cup, no matter how small or how insignificant people want to downplay it, it is a cup that ultimately that Wenger's never won. That we've never won. And we should want to win this cup. So for me, I'm all about winning this cup. Win the quarterfinals. Try not to think about the semi-finals and who we could potentially might get. But the fact that we're in the quarterfinals means that we should be looking to win this cup. What would I do with the team? To be honest, I would mix it with some youth and experience. I think at this stage, you really want to start kind of blending in some of the players who at the moment aren't getting in the first team. But perhaps could help us in terms of getting to the semi-final. So I think my hopeful 1-11 is going to reflect that. And with that being said, this would be the team that I would go ahead with and play in the Carabao Cup quarterfinals. Now for me, as much as I love the fact that Matt Macy has signed a new contract, and I think he's could be a player of the future. I really like the look of him, particularly when I saw him live. I thought he was very composed, very tall keeper. I love tall keeper. Very tall keeper, holds his presence pretty well. For me, Ospina gets a nod here just because I feel like with Ospina, you need to keep that guy ticking over. Otherwise, you're going to see some horrendous bullshit. So for that reason only, I play Ospina in goal. On the right-hand side, I play Matty Debuchy. Quite frankly, I think he's unlucky not to get into the first team right now, the way Hector's playing. Fair play to the guy, you know, he probably is desperate to leave just because of the fact that he's not getting into the first team. But he's just decided to get his head down, play football, hopefully pique the interest of somebody who might want him in January or in the summer. And then he can then leave. And if that's his motivation, fine, as long as we're reaping the benefits of it. So I'm happy to start Debuchy as right back. My two centre-backs, I think, will be unsurprising to anyone who's a long-time listener of me. I'm a big advocate of these two, particularly with Callum, and that is Chambers and Holding. I think they're both very unlucky not to get into the first team. At the moment, we're playing a left-back, centre-back, and Koscielny is playing like a piece of shit. So I'm really not understanding why none of these two, not even one of them, is getting a look in. It makes no sense to me. Arsene Wenger, the way he will look at it, he won't look at it that Koscielny plays shit, for example, against Newcastle. What he'll look at is, oh, we got another clean sheet, I'm going to keep this lineup. Wenger logic. So there you go. On the left-hand side, so this is an interesting dilemma because we're playing three of our left backs at the moment. I would play Kolasinac, and I'll tell you why I play Kolasinac. For me, prior to Wenger randomly dropping him, I actually thought his form dipped a little bit, and I'd just like to see him almost stretch his legs a little bit and gain a little bit of confidence, and also give him an opportunity to get used to playing back in a back four again, because he's spent his whole Arsenal career playing as a left wing back. So we might need to just rein that in a little bit. And I think if Wenger is sticking with this four at the back, I think let's give him an opportunity to get used to that. So for me, Kolasinac plays this game. And I'll tell you why also. I'm not playing Kolasinac in this game because Ainsley Maitland-Niles would be my left back going forward. Nope. For me, it's just a case of I just want to give the guy some confidence. So Kolasinac plays this game. My three in the middle. So my three in the middle would be as follows. Joe Willock, I think he's been very unlucky. The fact that he had one really good game in the Europa and has not had a sniff of first team action since. So Joe Willock plays in this game. I think he's our future. Play him. Next to him, Granit Xhaka plays in this game. He plays in this game simply because the boy needs some confidence. I don't know what is going on with Xhaka's game, but I'm not impressed. So, for me, if he's to save his Arsenal career, this guy needs to start really adapting to the pace of the Premier League and moving that ball quicker. And playing a Premier League opponent in West Ham, it'll give him another opportunity where he failed last week to rectify that and see if he can practice moving the ball a little bit quicker. Sounds stupid to say, but maybe playing him next to a youngster might actually teach him how to do that. As crazy as that sounds. So, for me, those would be my two central midfielder pairings. Just ahead of him, I play Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobi, I've had my bitch and moan about it in my last video, which, speaking of which, if you've not had an opportunity to see my review of the Newcastle game, I do review the game, but I also have a little rant about Alex Iwobi, so go check that out if you've not seen it. Should be in my video archives just after this one. But yeah, people are unnecessarily shitting on Alex Iwobi. Like, Alex Iwobi was terrible against Newcastle, which he was the complete opposite. I thought he was pretty good, to be honest. And I think he may need a little bit of confidence. I think he may need to remind the fans why at least some of us still rate him very highly. So I'd like to see him in that number 10 spot. And that's right, I'd say the number 10 spot because I'm playing a 4-3-3 with wingers. So with that being said, right-hand side, Reiss Nelson. Play this guy in his position. That's all I want. The theme of this season has been we're playing people out of position. Play Reiss in his position and watch this kid work. And I'm not sure what's happening with Theo. He wasn't on the bench against Newcastle. I think I vaguely heard some passing news that he may be injured. If that's the case, Reiss has to play this game. So I play Reiss Nelson on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, I play Danny Welbeck. Has been not performing great this season. I must admit, I don't think it's been a very good season for him. Normally, he pops up with a goal here or there. I don't remember the last time Welbeck scored. So may need to play in a game like this again to get his confidence up. It is a different competition, but it's a Premier League opponent. So for me, I play Danny Welbeck. And then I play Giroud up top, because I play Giroud up top. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. For that, I think based on that team, we should be able to win 2-0. Then again, I said the same shit last week. So I'm purely going with the fact that it's a different team with a couple of enthusiastic youngsters who will be desperate to win, who will be desperate to reach the semi-final of the competition. I think and also we're playing at home. So that may just be enough to just drag ourselves across over the line. It's crazy that I'm talking about just and dragging ourselves over the line against West Ham. But we are where we are. So I'm going to predict 2-0. And hopefully that will be that. Also, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, which I hope you should do, at Colossal Chig, the link is in the description below. I'm actually going to be doing a mega live show. I know you guys love my live shows. I've got some plans revolving around those live shows to do it next year. That probably sometime towards the end of the year, when I do an end of the year show, probably with Lee. I haven't even discussed that with him yet. I'll talk about how I'm just reformatting the show a little bit, making some changes, making some tweaks, and just making a couple of announcements that hopefully will excite you guys. So the best way of keeping up with all these changes is to hit that subscribe button, bang that notification bell on. It really does help keep up with the show. Because also, every single time I announce a show on Thursdays, no matter how many times I announce it on Twitter, people always ask me the same question. When is it? What time is it? The best way of doing it is subscribing and hitting that notification, and you won't miss it. It's as simple as that. So do hit that bell, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. It really will help you. And do look out for the show on Thursday. It'll be a great opportunity to get 3 people who are big friends of the show, but we've never had an opportunity to get all 3 together at the same time doing a show. They're all very talkative people, in Robbie Richmond, in obviously Lee Gunner and Ola. I don't really expect to be talking very much, but it'll be a good show. And it'll probably be a controversial one. Robbie being a Liverpool fan, Lee and Ola, of course, being very vocal Arsenal fans, and this being predominantly Arsenal channel. So do check that out. It should be a lot of fun. And also just crush and destroy that like button for me. I appreciate every time you guys do that. All right, people, I'm out of here. I've just seen the state of this. I need to shave this shit off, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, people, I'm out of here. Take care. Peace.